Alright, so it's been about 10 hours since I finished that episode of Lost. As far as the list goes, Ben is going to come off of it indefinitely. That's a good way to put it. He's not moving down and off the list. He's just being removed from the list until further notice, until I get some clarification, until I come to understand what he's thinking. It's just, right now, it's just blasphemous to have him on the same list as the great, the alive, no longer dead, John Locke. Now, trying to piece this together, I'm convinced Ben and Widmore are complete pieces of garbage. This is simply a power struggle between the two of them over control of the island. Okay? Neither one has pure motivation. Okay? Moving so far? Great. The fact that Christian told Locke that not once has listening to Ben worked out for you, which means even more after this episode, leads me to believe that Ben isn't working in the best interest of the island. That's why Jacob stopped talking to him. Now, right now, we have to figure out why Ben talked Locke off the ledge, stopped Locke from killing himself, and then killed him. I thought it might have been the Eloise thing, but he reacts differently when Locke brings up Sun. So I'm going to say, when Locke brings up the fact that he's not going to Sun and Jin's alive and the ring, I think he said that. Ben started putting together something, okay, etc., etc., then decided to kill him. So, the only conclusion I can come to is that Ben needed Locke, right, Ben needed Locke to talk to the Six, right? He needs them all to come back to the island. And then when he mentioned Sun and not going to Sun, Ben said, I can figure this out myself with a dead John Locke. Okay. He's got to go. But even then, it doesn't explain why he would need them all to come back to the island to begin with. Head hurts.
What is going on?
Fantastic performance by the actor who plays Locke, Terry O'Quinn. That was the closest I've ever gotten to being got, besides Desmond Penny. Just feel for this guy. I have a hatred right now in the pit of my stomach for Kate, and you know what? Fucking Jack. Now, we want to write off Jack as drunk, he's miserable, he's this, he's that. I'm not hearing any of it. We don't speak to the great John Locke, the short-lived Jeremy Bentham. We don't speak to him that way. Lonely old man who's not important. You fucking dare. And Kate, I don't know where she was coming from. You've never loved anybody. Dude opens up. Locke opens up for the first time and just throws it all out there. And she's like, huh, bitch. That's basically what she said. Look at you. Still miserable old man. Like, oh, these two can die slow. You know what? Jack's off the list.
I got a list. Here's the order of my list.
As for the list, Locke at 1, Ben comes off. He's not fallen off. He's just removed. He's in purgatory. Everybody else moves up. Jack comes off. He fell off. Disrespectful. And everybody else moves up. And then Richard and I think Miles come back onto the list. Post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Unless something went horribly wrong, you should see your name here somewhere in the roll call. Also, the podcast starts on November the 6th, talking a whole bunch of nonsense about a whole bunch of nonsense. And for those requests, they should be coming shortly.